what it was like studying it, the career options, and how I ended up in artificial intelligence, even though I studied industrial engineering. Basically, it all goes down to one simple equation. Engineering plus business will give us industrial engineering. Because while industrial engineering does revolve around designing and optimizing production and manufacturing.
صراحة when I think it's not okay ما بقدر أقول لك لورا it's okay.
Can someone
I'm sorry, someone, please go ahead.
Yeah, so it goes down to this equation: engineering plus business will give us industrial engineering. So the engineering part of it is designing and planning production and manufacturing processes, while the business part is taking into account how we can optimize and plan these processes while making them cost and time efficient. So this is what industrial engineering really is. And I remember when I graduated from high school, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. As I said in my previous presentation, I was interested in math. I knew that. I was interested in part of engineering, but I did not want to get into mechanical or civil or even architecture or anything like that. So I heard about industrial engineering, and I found out that it had a business side. And I think this was why industrial engineering can be very alluring or appealing to a lot of people. It's the idea that it is very flexible and agile, and it allows you a broad, let's say, very broad opportunities, because you can get into the engineering aspect of it, and you can also get into the business. And as someone who did not know what she wanted to study, this broad opportunity was really interesting for me, to be honest. At the university, it had a mixture of courses. We took the engineering courses like mechanics or manufacturing, materials, while we also took the business courses that had to do with supply chain or project management, even finance and economics. Now, as I just said, something that is very captivating about IE is that it allows you very many options. The sky is the limit with industrial engineering, because you can work in many fields. Some of those fields can be at the core of the industry. For example, if you're working in production planning or manufacturing, you'll be working with production lines and optimizing these processes, and manufacturing car parts, for instance, also. You can also get into quality control and quality management, where you have to look at the process itself, at the end product, if there are any defects, and making sure that everything is in control and nothing is not working. Another interesting thing about industrial engineering is that you're not just only focused about how you do something, or, for example, if you're working in manufacturing car parts, you're focusing on manufacturing the car part while taking into account the safety measures that have to be implemented. And this is where ergonomics comes in. We can also look at the business aspect of things, where you can work in supply chain management or economics and finance. And this is something that I personally did. I did an internship in logistics, which has to do with supply chain management. It has to do with optimizing transportation, and it was not pure engineering. It had to do more with the business aspect and cutting cost and making sure that you're using the most optimal way of transportation. One of my other jobs was as a cost control engineer. I was working in the aviation industry, and while it was necessary for an engineer to work in this position, because we're working with airplane parts and brakes and engines, it was also important for the person to be holding this position to have a business perspective, because you're going to be working with money and making sure that the cost of the parts that you're using is within the limit, and it had to do with finances. And this is where industrial engineering really comes in hand. Now, currently, I work as an account executive in an artificial intelligence company called Labiba. And honestly, when I graduated from university, I was very interested in technology, and I was really caught by how much technology is changing the world and changing the way jobs are being done now. And my bachelor thesis revolved around those technologies. It was about the fourth industrial revolution, which has to do with Internet of Things and artificial intelligence and the technologies that are really reshaping the way the industries work. And so I got into AI because it was interesting and because, again, it's changing the world. And the reason I was able to work or to hold a position in an AI company is because, again, industrial engineering gives you the analytics and the logics that comes with studying engineering, while also giving you the business perspective where you can manage projects and implement those projects and work on deliverables and all those business aspect of things. This is pretty much it for industrial engineering. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sama. That was very informative, and I'm pretty sure everyone here benefited from that. How easy is it to find a job in the career path that you took? And this question goes both ways. So if we start with Sama, please.
Yes, sure. Honestly, this question can be a bit tricky because at the end of the day, with industrial engineering, it depends on what your interests are. When I first took my first job, it was a bit difficult to find it because I was still testing the waters, determining in which industry I wanted to work in. So that was a bit challenging. But when I knew that I was interested in artificial intelligence, and just as Zaid said, software engineering is taking over the world, and this is because technology is on the rise right now. And when you're into something that is taking over the world or is changing the way jobs are being done, the way artificial intelligence is, it was much easier for me to find the job.
And Sama, where do you see the world of engineering in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see it completely transformed. Not completely, but relatively transformed because of, again, how technology is changing everything. Again, like Zaid said, I agree with him. Engineering, at the end of the day, is a way of thinking. And when you study engineering, your mind to think in a certain way, which for me makes you very agile and flexible. And this is something that's really required in the market. So I would say engineering would still be very relevant. The industry might be different. The available job opportunities will definitely be different. And this is why I would recommend anyone who's still not sure about what their major is or what they want to major in to have an open mind and see where the world is heading right now. I hope this answers your question.
Thank you. This question's a bit more personal, if you don't mind answering. Someone's asking, where did you study, and would you recommend that university to study engineering? So we'll start off with Sama.
Yes, I actually studied at the German Jordanian University. I majored in industrial engineering. I would personally, does the question ask if I would recommend it? I would recommend it. Other than the fact that it is a strong university, the idea of traveling abroad for an entire year and working there as an intern is actually very helpful in determining what you're interested in, or just testing the waters and developing your interpersonal skills and not just your education. So I would definitely recommend it.
Okay. Sama, would you like to answer this question?
Yes, sure. I would actually agree with Zaid on that one as well. I think during my bachelor thesis, when I was doing it, I really picked up on how the industry here in Jordan and generally in the region, unfortunately, is not that advanced in relation to technology. And once I took the decision that I wanted to shift my career and get into artificial intelligence, it was a bit challenging finding companies, particularly here in Jordan, in that field, and even getting support because there is not enough knowledge or awareness about certain technologies here in the region. That's pretty much it.
that is the end of our session. Thank you both very much for joining us. I'm pretty sure everyone here benefited from this. You're both amazing, and we all aspire to be as successful as you two are. Thank you very much, and hopefully we'll see you soon. We now have a business and management and HR
Thank you so
session.
much.
Thank you so much. Take care. Good luck. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.